Man, it's a good thing our stuff keeps breaking because I'd run out of content really quick. What's up, guys? It's your boy. Still needs an intro. Today, we're changing the alternator on my dad's truck. Now, I am happy to say that this video is sponsored by my dad because he's paying for the alternator. So he has a 2004 Ram 1500 with 5.7 Hemi. So we're gonna go to the AutoZone up the road and get a new one. Now these trucks actually came with two different kinds of alternators, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one off first and then take it up to AutoZone. But first things first, you're gonna disconnect the negative cable on your battery, like so. And then we're gonna come all the way down here to the tensioner pulley, and I believe the tensioner pulley is going to be 3/8. So put your 3/8 to tighten, and you're gonna lift up on it. And after you lift up, you can just slip it off the front. And you don't want to take off too much of the belt, because then you'll have to go through and refeed it through everything. All right, for this front plate right here, you're gonna have three 13mm bolts. You have this one here, that one down there, and that one there. And then this one is going to be a 10mm bolt. And then after that, you're gonna pull this plate off. You're gonna have three 15mm bolts. These two right here on the driver's side are gonna have the threads on the end, and that's what the nut for the plate attached to. And then you're gonna have one more on this side that you're gonna have to undo. Now, before you unthread all of the bolts, you're gonna want to undo these connectors on top. So you're gonna have this one right here, this one right here. Now this is going to be a 13mm nut that you're just gonna loosen up and pull this off. And should be it, shouldn't it? After you get those disconnected, you can just push them off to the side here, and then you're gonna it'll take some wiggling back and forth, but you can either use a really long screwdriver or a pry bar would work better, and pry in between here on this bracket and push up, and then in between here, and then it should come right out of there. Now the Ram 1500s actually have two different kinds of alternators. They have the Nipodenzo alternator, or you can have one like this, which is the Bosch equipped alternator. And you could tell because the old one said Bosch up here in the corner, but this one has a B+. All right, after you get the three bolts back in place, I just realized after doing all of that, I never had to take that bottom one out. Only this one and this one down here, because that's the only ones holding this alternator in place. But I'll take it out anyway. After you get that done, you're gonna unthread the new nut and washer that's on there. Then you can put the connector in its place, like so. Put the washer and nut back on there. And then the cap just snaps back into place. Then we will grab this connector here, which plugs into the top of the alternator. Make sure it's facing the correct way. And it, again, just snaps into place. And then we will put the plate back on there. All right, belt's on there, nice and snug, like it's supposed to. And the new alternator looks beautiful. So let's hop in the cab and see if she starts up. Might be a good idea to try and reconnect the battery terminal. So let's put that on really quick. And there's the voltage. Yet another great video that I didn't film an outro to. you found this video helpful, or at least entertaining, please consider dropping a like and sharing it with your friends. If you'd consider subscribing, click over here. If you want to see what YouTube recommends you watch next, click over here. And as always, I look forward to seeing you guys next time.